This video is going to show you how to create a glowing text effect using Gimp. So after you've downloaded and installed Gimp, go ahead and open up the Gimp program. Come on up here to File, go to New, and select a size that you know is going to be bigger than what you actually need, because we're going to end up cropping down to just the area that we use when we're finished. So this is plenty big for what I'm going to be working with. Go ahead and click on OK. And this is a little bit bigger than what the video is allowing for, so let's knock this down to 50%. So we can get everything in the video. Squeeze this back in here, and I want to make sure that layers is chosen up here, and I'm going to go ahead and make this a black background. So come on over here to my paint bucket, and with the background selected, now I want to add my text. Select the text tool. You can adjust the font style here if you want, as well as the color. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and select the color now. And we're going to make this a little bit of a red color. Yeah, it looks good right in there. And let's go with 100 pixels. I know that's rather large, but yeah, it'll work. And I want this to be bold. So select in here where we want to start typing. And then if you feel the need to move this around at all, come on up here and select the Move tool. And at this point you want to make sure that the layer that you want to move is selected. And then I'm going to move this up here closer to the top corner, because I want to be getting rid of all this space here. Then come on up here and right click on your text layer, and right down here close to the bottom, just off the video recording, you want to make the selection that says Alpha to Selection, and just left click on that. Come on up here to Select, choose Border 5, which I believe is the default number anyway, and then click on OK. Now we want to choose a new layer. Make sure it is transparent, which it is, I believe, by default. Click on OK. Let's come on up here and make our text layer invisible just by clicking on the eyeball there to the left of it. Now we want to change the foreground color from the color of the text to something that's in the same range but a little bit brighter. So we select that foreground color. And I'm going to go in this neck of the woods here, somewhere in here. You can see the preview right here. That'll work. Come on up here to Edit. Make sure that the layer, and by the way, this is our glowy part here. Make sure that that's selected. And tell you what, so let's make this a little more descriptive rather than just having it say layer. Let's right click on it. And right here where it says Edit Layer Attributes, left click on that and give it a name. For lack of imagination, that'll work. Now we know that this layer is our glowy part. Now then we come on back up here to Edit, Fill with FG Color. Again, make sure the glowy part layer is selected. Now come on back up to Select, choose None. Let's make the text layer visible again by hitting that eyeball location. Make sure that the glowy part layer is selected. Come on up here to Filters. Come on down to Blur. Choose Gaussian Blur, and we want to change the 5.0 to 20 or 30, but we want to make sure this chain link is connected. That's what it looks like when it's not connected. Make sure that it's connected. That way we make the change right up here under horizontal, and the vertical will automatically be made for us. Let's go ahead and change that to 30. Click on OK, and there we go. And depending upon your particular situation, what this glowing text is going to be used for would depend on what colors you choose, what background you choose, or maybe you would prefer that the background be transparent. Fine. You just hit the eyeball on the black background and just save your final product as a PNG so that the transparent background will stay in effect. But I want mine to be a black background, and like I said earlier, I don't want all this extra space here. So come on up here to the Crop tool, select the area that you want to save, and make sure that while you're doing this, you're not going to be cutting off any of the glowy part. That'll just kind of flatten it out and take away from the glowiness. Hit your Enter key, come on up here to File, select Export, navigate to the location on your computer where you want to save it to, give it a name. And again, if you were wanting it to be a transparent background, then you would want to change this from JPG to PNG. Click on Export. And I want the quality to be 100. And if there's any changes you want to make in the advanced options, then you just select that, make whatever changes you want. For me, the default is fine. Then click on Export. Let's go ahead and open up our image and see what it looks like. Now this effect works best with a black background and a bright color for the text, but play around with the colors and see what works best for you and your particular situation. And that is how you can create a cool glowing text effect using Gimp. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.